Hi, Mauro. Um, Fun to have some problems to do with you. I'm doing problem one and I'm going to send it to you and I'm going to see if it's helpful to you and I'll keep doing these. I'll just show you the solutions to these problems, talk you through it one at a time. So here's the original problem here um, for number one. What you want to do is get the same denominator on all of the terms. And as you can see here, since this is 4k on the bottom, it's really 4 times k. We want this to be multiplied by k2, k as well. Okay, so if we can multiply that by k, then it would be 4k. And if we can multiply that by k, it can be 4k. You can't change this amount though, so we have to multiply it by k over k. Okay, so this is what I did here. I multiplied by k over k, which remember equals 1. And so it's not changing the value, it's just changing what it looks like. Okay, and when we multiply this times k times 4, we get 4k for the denominator, 4k for the denominator here. When you distribute this through, you get k squared plus 4k. That's what you see here. And when you distribute this through, you get k squared minus k. Okay, that times that is k squared, that times that is minus k. Now we have the same denominator on all of them. You'll come to find out that you can actually just look at what's on, once they all have the same denominator, then what's on top becomes the thing to solve. But how does it become that? Well, we can multiply both sides by 4k, okay? And if we multiply both sides by 4k, we're multiplying this term by 4k, which cancels that on the bottom, but we distribute it over here too, and we multiply this by 4k and it cancels it on the bottom there. And same thing here, this cancels this. So what happens is that this 4k distributed through cancels out both of the 4k's on the bottom. And what you get is just k squared plus 4k, that's from the first fraction, plus k squared minus k from the second fraction equals k plus 4 from this fraction. Now what I'm going to do is just combine the terms. Okay, so when we combine the terms, we say k squared plus k squared is 2k squared. 4k minus 1k is 3k. And that equals k plus 4. Now what I'm going to do is subtract k from both sides so that it's gone from here. I'm trying to move everything to one side so it equals 0. Okay, 3k minus k is 2k. So what you've got is 2k squared plus 2k equals just the 4 is left here. Now we're going to subtract that 4 from both sides. And when we subtract that 4 from both sides, we get 2k squared plus 2k minus 4 equals 0. That's what, when we simplify, okay? So what are we going to do now? Now we want to just solve it. We want to factor it and solve it. So the first thing we can do is there's a multiplier of, that you can divide all these by 2. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2, okay? And that will turn 2k into 2k squared into just k squared. It'll turn 2k into just k, and it'll turn negative 4 into negative 2. 0 divided by 2 is still just 0. Now we've got this simplified trinomial that we can factor. And when we factor it, and I'm assuming that you have learned some rules for how to factor, okay? This factors out into k and k, of course, right? And what multiplies to negative 2 and combines together to be 1? Well, the 2 here and the negative 1 here. They multiply to the negative 2, and 2k minus 1k gives you k. You can actually FOIL this back through to check, but it does work. K squared plus 2k minus 1k is 1k minus 2 equals 0. And now we want to say, well, what value of k would give us 0? The whole idea here is called the zero product property, meaning if you're going to multiply two things, this is like one term, this is another thing, and get 0, either this had to be equal to 0 or this had to be equal to 0 in order to multiply to 0. So you say, well, what if this was 0? What value of k would make this first binomial 0? So you set it equal to 0, and you solve it, and you find that negative 2 put in there, negative 2 plus 2 would give you 0, right? So if in this original thing, you put negative 2 in for k, the whole thing would work out to be 0. Now, if you did the same thing here, well, I should say up here, if you plugged it in here, it would. Same thing here, you set maybe this was equal to 0. And what value of k would make that 0? 1. So your solutions to this are k equals -2 and k equals 1. I know that's kind of long, but I think that we can move more quickly through them once you get that idea. The big idea, again, is to have the same denominator on everything. So you give it some multiplier, same top and bottom, in order for you to get that. This is a simpler one. I know that you'll see some more complicated ones where this is a binomial term down here that we got to do. But right now, all we do is multiply by k, top and bottom here to get the same denominator, and we'll eventually just get left with this as the thing to simplify and move everything over to one side to get equal to 0, factor it all out, and you'll find what k is. I hope that's helpful.